Hi, my name is Menolly and that is not a pen name. I'm never gonna like how I say my own name, so might as well just continue at this point. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing, if you cannot tell. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm experimenting. I've been thinking about starting this channel since November, and I chickened out in January, so now that the world's going crazy, I figured might as well do it. This is kind of an introducing me, kind of a Booktube newbie tag. I have the questions here. I might not answer all of them in the order that they're in, but I'll probably be answering most of them as I introduce myself. Hi, I'm Menolly. That's not a pen name, but my name is a character from a book. That book is Dragon Song by Anne McCaffrey. Menolly is the main character of 2 of the Harper Hall trilogy books, and these books were some that my parents discussed on the first night that they met. So they decided to name me Menolly after her. I've grown used to the name. I'm rather fond of it now that I'm in my 20s. Though I will admit I spent most of my middle school existence trying to become the Menolly character. So, names mean things to me. I want to start a channel because, well, in January my life kind of exploded and I'm trying to get back to the roots. I recognized last year that I hadn't been reading. I'd been rereading books that I already loved, and I'd been reading new releases from my favorite authors, but I hadn't found any new books to read. I'd become very close-minded about the books that I wanted to read, and I was very stagnant in what I was reading because of that. And then I started watching Booktube, and I felt like these people really knew me. They knew the side of me that loves books more than almost anything in the world. And in watching those videos, I felt freer to try new books, to read new things, and I felt like I really wanted to be on that side of things. I wanted to be talking about books more. I wanted to be enthusiastic about books again. So I wanted to start my channel so that I can be enthusiastic about books again and talk about them and really open myself up to new books and new experiences and hopefully become part of the community here, because I don't really have a community and I would really love one. I would really love to be part of this community. My parents are both big readers, and I come by how much I love reading naturally. I originally taught myself how to read out of spite because I wanted to use the computers at the library, and my dad told me I had to be able to read to use the computers at the library. And so I learned how to read, and then I found out that the library computers were only the library catalog. So I really fell in love with reading when I read the Harry Potter books. It's probably a common story around people around my age that the Harry Potter books really got you into reading, and that is definitely the case for me. I wasn't drawn in by reading before I read the Harry Potter books, and after them I couldn't get enough. So I was the kid who was always reading in middle school, always reading in high school. The librarians at the school knew me by name, and they still ask my mother about me whenever they see her at the grocery store, so if I have a claim to fame, it's that. But I really love reading, and the Harry Potter books were my first big step towards my lifelong love of reading. Nowadays, I mostly read YA, contemporary, and fantasy, and adult romance and historical romance. Those are the ones that I tend to gravitate towards. I want to get into reading more classics, more adult fantasy and science fiction, and I want to at least try reading horror and thriller books. I haven't ever tried to read a horror book, so I have a goal this year to read one, but I haven't yet. I think that the hardest thing about Booktube for me will be actually keeping to a schedule. I'm very bad at doing things at the same time, on the same day, every week. So the hardest part for me will be actually keeping up with this channel, uploading regularly, and learning to be comfortable talking to a camera or to people. Honestly, this is the worst video for me because I hate introducing myself. I never know what to say. Never. So this is a good start for me. Actually filming this video and hopefully uploading it, because you know, I filmed 5 videos before this and all of them are sitting on my computer and I am not uploading them because I feel awkward. Anyway, that's basically all I have to say this time around. The first video I plan on filming is going to be my top 3 favorite books of all time, because I think that that's a great way to introduce me and introduce my style of reading and what I like to read. But until then, the things I'm currently reading are Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman. I'm about halfway through. I'm reading it on audiobook. And Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I'm also reading that one on audiobook, and I'm on chapter 3, which is the first Kaz Brekker chapter. But that's what I'm currently reading. Tell me what you're reading right now, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye!